If you guys lived in this world, which faction would you choose?
Erudite, because I like learning.
Like, because I'm English and I'm smarter than all of you. Or I sound it.
Right, I sound it. Yeah, exactly.
I think I'd be Amity. Right now, I'd be Amity because I've been recently planting in my backyard. I've been doing a lot of planting.
How cute are you?
So I'm feeling the planting right now. Yeah, exactly.
I would probably be Divergent because I would.
Right.
You made a great point earlier. It's like it just depends on the day and how you feel and the mood you're in. You know, sometimes I feel extremely brave, so then I would be dauntless. And then there's a lot of times I feel intellectual. You know, so it just depends.
I think I think I'd be. Once you're dauntless, I don't know if you'd be bored doing something else. It's a problem. So I'd probably stay where I was.
We hear a lot about Max in the book, and there's a lot of talk about him, but I guess he doesn't have all that much to do in the first book, so are you getting more here?
I'm looking forward to number 2 and seeing what they do and what, you know, it'll be great. Like, even in this first one, it's not like I have a lot of dialogue. Like, when I'm not talking to somebody, I'm usually like, you know, talking, you know, but you know, it would be nice to have a nice conversation. I told our director, Neil, I said, Neil, when am I going to talk to somebody?
Yeah. Like down on the podium. Yeah.
You have a presence, and that's what you need in this one. Have you guys read the next book? Is it ever difficult, if you have read it, to perform like in the moment, knowing what's coming?
No, I think that makes it easier. I was saying that earlier. It's like if you know where your character is going to go, it like helps you flush out your character. It helps you get in their head a lot, which is cool. Also, I have a funny story I just remembered actually about the set, about like the practical set. So we are shooting in and around the pit, and I'm obsessed with rock climbing. So I started climbing on the pit set, and then I grabbed a handhold that was, I mean, it's like, you know, fake rock, and I grabbed it and it broke off, and I broke part of the pit set.
I don't think that would make the producers very happy.
No.
Not even for the broken set, but for your safety.
That's how practical the set was. You could climb on it. It was like a real rock.
No one's you. That's what's funny.
Yeah, no
We're like, that's styrofoam, but yeah, we'll just a grown-ass man.
Considering a security man outside, there'll probably be someone for health and safety inside.
They paid a lot of attention to Ansel on set.
Can you tell me about getting into your character's head and specifically going on that journey with him? Is it tough to kind of play one side of him, have that big reveal, and still make him feel like the same person?
I think that's sort of like that's what's interesting about my character. I mean, is that he has an arc and he goes somewhere. You know, he'll start navigation, and then he'll go to Erudite, and then to know what happens to him in the second book, it just sort of allows me to realize how much there is going on in his head the whole time, and what he could be thinking about. And then I have those conversations with Neil about, like, at this point, do you think he's thinking about this? Do you think he's thinking about the fact that he's going to betray his sister here? And it's like, no, it's not in his mind. Or yes, I think that's an interesting thing to play. And that'll fill our head up with interesting things and make the scenes more well-rounded and full.
Can you tell me about doing the tattoo artist portion of your character? Did you get any training, or did anyone dare let you tattoo them?
No, because it's not the kind of, yeah, right? Can you imagine me with a needle, running around the needle? It's not the way we do them in this world. I don't want to spoil it, but it's very cool. So it's a different kind of training. I look like I'm doing it normal. I've got the gloves and the thing, but the way that it's done is something completely different.
Was that in the book? I don't remember that.
I think it's something we invented. In terms of the detail of it, yeah. It's something they did. They designed. I was actually quite impressed.
And how about the aptitude test portion of it? Is that all practical, or is there going to be some sort of, you know, VFX and post for that?
There's going to be some, but I think the sort of the important part about those scenes, really, I mean, it's a room with a chair. The important thing about those scenes with her is that every time she sees Tori, she furthers her knowledge of what may come or what's, and she's peeling this onion with her, and So it's really all about the information and what's divulged in that moment and how that brings her to the next place of curiosity and growth, and then it happens again. I mean, you always sort of run into that person when you need that thing, and that's sort of what she is for her in the first one.